Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. This video is sponsored by the OneFootball app. The OneFootball app makes it easy to find news, stats and scores all in one place. To download the OneFootball app, click the link in the description. Yes, so Marco Silva has held his press conference ahead of the FA Cup fourth round trip to Millwall. He basically said there are no injury problems apart from Phil Jagielka, who will be out for a week or so, and obviously that's not too much of a problem considering that Phil Jagielka doesn't really get anywhere near the squad these days. He was asked about Leighton Baines playing, obviously after playing in the last round. He said that's a possibility, and James McCarthy was asked about it, and he said James McCarthy needs game time. Now I don't know whether he was hinting that James McCarthy needs game time before he's likely to start games, or he needs game time so we'll play in this game. We'll have to wait and see on Saturday. If he needs game time, why isn't he getting game time then? Why isn't he playing for the under-23s or some behind closed door games? I'm not sure. He's not going to get game time by not playing games, is he? So maybe I don't quite understand these days why football players don't play in more under-23 games. I thought that was the point of having an under-23s, is that players can come back from injury and play games in them if they need games. Doesn't make any sense to me, but that's just the way football is nowadays. Yeah, so obviously he was asked all the crucial questions about the weekend, and obviously, you know, he said it's going to be tough and we need to improve our away record, and he's going to take it seriously. He was asked about Jordan Pickford as well, whether he comes under more scrutiny and whether he'll start the game, and he said you'll just have to wait and see. So we'll just have to wait and see. On transfers, on signings, he said that players will have to leave. So basically, he's continuing to toe the party line on what the club have said and what he said in the last few press conferences. Someone will have to leave for someone to come in. And obviously, with Balassi being back, he was asked about Balassi and he said it was completely down to him. It was his choice, and you know, he didn't even speak to Silva about coming back. He made the choice, he made the decision to come back. Now that would sound like there is interest from elsewhere, maybe Crystal Palace, maybe Newcastle, somebody else maybe was interested. Now if Everton could get rid of him permanently, and I mean that would be a fantastic boost, considering the wages would be off Everton, and also we get probably, you'd like to think we get a decent fee, maybe 15 million, something like that for him. So if Everton could do that, maybe something could appear in the last week. I think it's a week today, isn't it, till the transfer window shuts. So even if that's just a loan, even if they're looking to bring someone in, Batshuayi could come in maybe. Thierry Henry's been sacked by Monaco. Maybe that link now is gone, and he could be someone that Everton is still looking at. Chelsea obviously don't seem to be interested in playing him, so maybe that link could be there. So we'll wait and see. Another place we linked with a move away today is Tosun on loan to Crystal Palace. That's BBC Sport reporting that. So that's again, that's only going to happen, isn't it, if Everton can bring a striker in. That's not going to be. I can't, unless it would be him going out and you know, facilitating a striker coming in straight away. But I don't know. I can't. He's not going to go on loan otherwise, unless we bring a striker in beforehand. So, obviously he's only scored, I think, 2 goals this season. He's not getting on the pitch as much anymore. The lad needs to play games. The style of play doesn't really suit the way our manager wants to play. Whether you agree with that or don't agree with that. So, I mean, ultimately, I think he'll leave in the summer because he's not Marco Silva's man. Let's remember that. He's been at the club a year. He was bought by Sam Allardyce, and he just doesn't suit the play. Maybe when we played a slower type of game, that suited him. But now we're trying to play quicker. I mean, the play we're playing doesn't really be suiting anyone, but he doesn't suit the manager. None of the centre forwards seem to suit the manager. I think that's ultimately what we need, is a centre forward that the manager brings in that'll suit the style. I think that's the whole thing that will link it together. So that centre forward's got to be the right player, and be a good centre forward. So, and hopefully if that is to happen, we might see things change at Everton. But Obviously for this season we've only got till next Thursday, so hopefully it can be done. So he was also asked about Ghana, and he said basically that he'd not received any offers from Paris Saint-Germain. Now Paris Saint-Germain have paid for, or about to pay £40 million for a midfielder, Paredes. Now he's not the same kind of player as Paris Saint-Germain, but with that FFP, Paris Saint-Germain haven't got too many options, so it would seem that Ghana will be staying with Everton now, and that one will be off the table for Paris Saint-Germain. So that's that by the looks of it. Everton have also been linked with the Ajax midfielder Van Beek. Very unfortunate name. I think he scored tonight for Ajax. I think he scored a couple for Ajax tonight. He's been described as a player like Davy Klaassen, but with pace. So there you have it. It's only a link. It's not, that's about it, isn't it, at the moment? We need a striker, never mind anything else. And there you go. That's it for the Everton News Daily. Make sure to catch up with all our other shows, whether they be on YouTube or on Patreon. If you're not on Patreon, please join us. The link is in the description. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Click the bell for alerts so you know when the latest videos are coming out. Thanks for watching Toffee TV. I'll see you later.